Hi my loves, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa, Vane for short, and on this channel I'm documenting my Amazon journey, sharing my tips, tricks, and lessons I've learned along the way. So in last video I showed you guys how to contact and what questions to ask suppliers on Alibaba. One thing I should have told you guys before you put in your bulk order, you need to do this first. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create your first listing. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying that it's better to start off creating a listing before you put in a bulk order is for two things. First thing, depending on what you're selling, whether it be baby products or something electronic or anything like that, we don't know if you're not gated in that. When creating a listing, it'll automatically tell you like, hey, you need to stop because you're gated. Some of the stuff that you do, like baby products or topical products or makeup or anything like that you put in your body or on your body, sometimes what I've heard is that you have to take a test and take a class. It's like an hour or a day or two. Not too sure because I didn't have to do that for my product, but if that's the case, you need to do that first before you put in the bulk order, because God forbid they tell you that you're not approved to sell that, and now you have thousands of dollars of product that you're not able to sell. Also, because this is our first listing that we're going to be putting as our brand, Amazon does not know our brand. So 99.9% of the time, it's going to give you an error. And I want to go through that error and take you guys to the steps of what to do before you put in that order. So the first thing you want to do when you log into your Amazon account is go to the top left where it says menu, go down to catalog, hit products. Then you're going to go to I'm adding a product not sold on Amazon because it's going to be your product. Now from here, whatever product you're going to sell, you can search it here or you can go by categories. In today's example, I'm going to do t-shirts. So a trick that I do, I look on here to see the categories that they're in. So this one, this brand is in clothing, shoes, and jewelry, and their rank 143. But their rank in men's active t-shirt is 4. And here's the other categories. But if you go over here and look, this one 783. Yes, they're higher, but they're lower in men's rash guard and shirts. They're number 4. They're a little higher in this one, but you know, it makes a difference. So for you to find out how they got to these categories, you can just click on it, and then right here on the side it'll tell you they went to clothing, shoesing, men, clothing, activewear, and they went all through here and then down to t-shirts. So I'm going to use this one as the example. So we're going to scroll down to where it says clothing, shoes, and jewelry, and then what was the next one? It was men, clothing, active. So we go men, clothing, active, and I'm sorry, what else was it? Active t-shirts and t-shirts. So that's going to be our category. Okay, now we get into the good stuff, the fun stuff. It's going to be a little confusing somewhat, but Amazon has fixed it a little bit from when I started. So hopefully it's still easy to explain. Here we go. The first thing I like to select over here on the side is required, because if you hit recommend, it's going to, show other stuff. If you hit all attributes, it's going to give you everything that they want, on here, and it's unnecessary. So you just want to hit the required fields. Now here, does this product have a variation? I really want to start off with this just being no. But sometimes we go and we do 2 variations. So let's try yes. So since we're going to do the variations, we're going to select color and shirt size for this one. Okay, so now you're going to put your item name. So basically this is the title of when you're on Amazon that you see. So it'll be this: Rustic Athletic Men's Dry Power Cotton Blend. It has all the keywords that we're looking for. But for this example, because we just want to get our listing started, I'm just gonna put dry fit active. I'll just put unisex. Okay, that's that. And then the brand name, that's going to be your brand name. So whatever you have, because if you put this product does not have a brand name, then you're not going to be able to change this later. And honestly, we want to have a brand. We don't want to do this generic because we want to have all the sales to come to us. So here you're going to put your brand name. Let's just say dry Fit by Vane. So all the red marks go away and we're good. Let's go to the next. And now you see all these are the ones that we have to take care of. Now again, for these next sections, I'm just going to put just something very generic because we just want to get this listing started. So the product description is this part right here in Amazon. It's pretty much the one all the way at the bottom, just saying some information regarding the product. I know a lot of people don't read it, but some do, and Amazon wants it. So that's where you would put that information here. So we're just going to put something for generic. You see how it says this summer, boots by Jet made from high quality. That's the type of description they want. So we can just put best dry fit shirts on the market. Something quick. Next are your bullet points. These are your bullet points on here. Now, if you have helium 10, you can go on here, see, and it'll tell you how many bullet points you should need to have a good health. So at least 5. For this example, I'm just going to kind of put the same thing. It says they're breathable shirts. And I'm going to add 5 more, and I'm just going to copy the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can just move on. The model numbers is for you, so if you can kind of keep track of it. So I'm just going to put dry fit 1. Then we're done with that and we can move on to the next. Now in this section, the offer section, because we are FBM, we're just going to select I will ship myself. Imported, because it's a shirt, you can just put made in the USA and select what you're going to do. So next in the product details, what you're going to do is just put in the style, follow all these prompts. These prompts can be different for each product. Now for my products, I didn't have to do any of these, but it's different for all types of products. Most of the time they have drop downs, so you can select from there. Here I'm just going to put 100% cotton, item name, and then you can go here where it says care, and we're just going to do machine wash. So now that goes away. Then we go to safety compliance, and again, if you are selling anything that is electronic or baby products, these are all going to be different for you. So I select United States, that's not applicable, no, and no for me. So that's done. Now we go to variations. In this tab, we're going to select all the variations that we have. So this is US. We're going to do alpha. Now here's where you add your colors. So I'm just going to do black, add. Then we go back up. We're going to add this one, US. And when I answer the same questions, I'm going to put blue. Now here it gives you the 2 variations that you have, the black and the blue. So it's going to have asterisks next to what is needed. Here we're going to select new. We're going to select new. Then we're going to set our price. We'll put $15.99 and $15.99. Because we are FBM, unless you do have your product on hand, if you do not have it yet and it's being delivered, you're going to select 0, because if not, it's going to make it active. Now, in this section, you're going to need a UPC code. So UPC stands for Universal Product Code. Now in this situation, if you are not going to be having different variations, you just need 1 UPC code. But if you are going to have different variations, like in our case, this blue and the black, you're going to need 2. So every different variation, you are going to need a barcode. So if you have blue, black, red, white, and green, you're going to need 5 UPC codes for each of those products. The website I suggest you guys go to, it's called gs1us.org. That's if you're in the United States. And here you just go and get a barcode, and it'll tell you if you need 1 single barcode, it'll be $30. So in our case, because we need 2, where it's going to be $60. Now, once you're done with the variations, 99% of the time, like I said before, this message pops up. It says, Amazon must approve your brand before you can use it to list products. Brands should be registered through brand registry, but if your brand is not eligible for brand registry, you can obtain an exemption by contacting seller support. Okay, so the difference between brand registry and brand approval. So brand approval is when Amazon gives you that error, and then afterwards you submit your information and they say, okay, they give you a pass. You can go ahead and sell under that brand without it being generic, because we do not want to have a generic product. Brand registry is when you require a trademark through Amazon, and that takes a little bit more of a process. So with the brand approval, you don't need the trademark, but brand registry you do. Now with brand registry, it does unlock, A+ content, video ads. It gives you more things, with that brand registry, but it is a little expensive. But still, that's the goal, to be brand registered. Now, how to go about to get past that error so you can list your product, you're going to have to do it just like how we do when we are trying to get ungated for like Nike or Disney. So then you're going to go in and you're going to select the category that you're selling in. So for us in this example is the t-shirt. So the same categories that we went through, you're going to go through the same steps. Now, Amazon will ask you for an image of your product or your packaging with the name of your brand on it. So you could do that through the manufacturer, have them send you a sample of, the product or of your packaging with the name on it. I'll give you an example for me. With my private label product, I have a friend of mine, she's a crafter, and I gave her one of my products and she put that on there for me so I could take pictures. It does not have to be professional. I did it with my iPhone and I sent it off. They also say that it can't be computer generated. So basically that means no Photoshop. They will be able to tell and you will be denied right away. Also, it must be permanently affixed. So basically it can't be just like a sticker that you just put it on there. It has to be on the actual product or the packaging. So you put in your information, you leave your email, any comments that you have, and submit it. Now, to be quite honest, I did this 3 times. The first 2 times I was denied. And I was distraught. I wanted to cry because I made the mistake of ordering my bulk before I created my listing. So I was freaking out because I was like, now I might have to, sell generic, and that is not my goal. But thankfully, 3rd time's a charm, and I was approved. So once you're finally approved, then you can go back into your Amazon Seller Central account, and don't worry, everything that you did, the draft will still be there. You go in, submit your information, and once you're done with that, then it'll take maybe a few minutes. For me, it usually takes a few minutes, but sometimes it says up to 24 hours for your listing to be active. And there you will hit edit on the side, and then you can go ahead and add your photos for your product. This was definitely a lot of information, and I know it could get confusing. So please, please, please leave me any questions, any comments, and I will definitely answer you guys whenever I can. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're always notified when I upload something. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. Bye, my loves.